What's up, everyone? It is your girl GELBEAUTY 87 here, aka Grace Honey. And today we're gonna get into another battle. So it's all these brands are coming up with foundations that have similar that's in their similar lines, and they're just coming out with hydrating versions. I figured I'd just have a field day testing all of them out and telling you which ones I prefer based upon my skin type, which is oily combination. If anyone's curious, just in case you know you were curious about these products yourself, so let me bring it on in. But first, let me show you all the stuff we trying today, because I got some newer things and some battles and everything else as usual, because so much stuff has been coming up at one time lately. I've just been trying to squeeze it in where I can, okay girl? Because lately, I don't know, this year I feel like it's even super more overwhelming than it normally is. But I'm gonna take the Power Grip Cyanide Primer from e.l.f. of course. This is their version of Hydro Grip from Milk, so we're gonna take that and try it out. The Niacinamide is the newest one. That's the reason I'm using it. Then I'm going to use my LA Girl Pro Setting Powder in the shade Translucent again. I'm going to use the Essence Cover FX Essence 16-Hour Cover and Last Powder. I have the shade Espresso. I think this is the deepest one they have. I got the new e.l.f. Putty Color Corrector Eye Brightening in the shade Tan Deep. So this is the color it is. So I'm going to try that out. And then I'm going to battle the two liquid blushes. So I have the e.l.f. one in the shade, I forgot what is the name of the shade, Gorge Orange, and then I have this one from Juvia's place in the shade Barbie Rose. So I thought these were the closest ones I had to matching shades, since I already compared it against the Rare Beauty one, if you all remember. Then I'm going to use my e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the shade Deep Olive. If you all remember, I didn't like the hydrating one, so I don't have the hydrating one to compare to this one, unfortunately. And then the last thing we're going to use is this e.l.f. Always Fiery Primer Infused Blush. So let's get into it, honey, because there's a whole bunch to do as usual. It's like 4 in the morning and I'm just doing the demo to this, and then I gotta actually wear this on my face tomorrow when I go to work. So let's get into it, girl, because it's a lot. And then it's Valentine's Day on top of it too, so it's Valentine's Day morning. I'm up here putting this on just to take it off and do it all again in my Katy Perry voice. Which, by the way, if you all do not know, Katy Perry is a Scorpio like myself. Well, yeah, so let's get this rubbed all over the skin and get into it. Hopefully y'all saw the original video of with me trying this before you see this one, because that one has so much stuff to edit into it, because I have so many new products in it. This one might get edited and done before that one does, but I'm gonna try to make sure that one goes up before I put this one up, because I have thoughts and you should hear them. So I'm not going to really talk too much about my thoughts about the new one and this one. I'm going to talk about my thoughts on the old one, so just in case I do put up the wrong one, I don't say too much and give away and, you know, spoil that video. Because I'm telling y'all, I worked on that one. It took me forever to do that one as far as filming goes, because all these other new foundations came out, and then I was like, well, I still want to do it, so then I did it. But I'm like, I don't want my work to go to waste, and I'm sitting here talking to you about it, and then you won't want to watch the other one. So we're gonna start off with the old one. Now, if you all remember, I was not a fan of this one. I have the shade Deep 510C. I thought I had 500W, but no, I have 510C. I think what ended up happening was I bought it at Ulta, and I had to just pick whatever shade they had in stock at the time. So that's how I ended up with this one. So it came out in like a pump and a half, so I just pumped it again to make it like 2 pumps. Y'all know I'm a 2 pump kind of girl. So I had to get my 2 pumps in, girl. So we're just gonna put that one on this side. Lately, I feel like I've been switching the way I do it, because I usually put like the new product like on this side and then the old product on that side. But I don't know, like lately I've just been doing it. Lately, if y'all haven't noticed, I've been switching up a whole bunch of stuff. But you know, they say if you want to get whipping up a got, you gotta do different stuff. So I'm trying to do like different stuff to hopefully get different like results. That's another one of the things like I was planning for 2020, I'm sorry, Jesus, not 2020, Lord, no, don't take us back there. But 2024, like trying new stuff to like, you know, get new results, if you will, because you can't do the same old things forever. So if y'all notice, I've been trying to give you the foundation video, not foundation, the fashion videos you asked for, and give you like more like different fragrance videos as well. And I'm trying to get a little bit back into luxury. So I'm gonna take this Real Techniques brush and start running this out. As far as over the face goes, I think I'm just gonna use the new one over there, because you know it's the newest one, so I want to put it on the most places on my face to give like, you know, the most use out of it, since it's a newer thing. But that's why you didn't see me putting foundation down my nose like I normally do. I'm going to save that for the new one. So this is what 2 pumps is looking like with this. I feel like it looks pretty decent. I probably should have put the color corrector on ahead of time. underneath the eyes before I started putting it on. So I might just only be able to put it underneath this side since I forgot to put it underneath there when I first started off. So my bad. But yeah, this is what we're working with. It looks okay. I was never crazy about this when It Cosmetics came out with it, but y'all know It Cosmetics undertones are always gray and disrespectful for brown people because of the FPS. So I like the fact that e.l.f. is not like that, but I still just was not a fan of this foundation. If you all remember, I was like, yeah, I don't want it, and I haven't touched it like since this video. I feel like it might be because of the undertone I got though, because remember I did say this is a cool undertone and I have a warm undertone. So I was hoping it was just that I didn't like about it, but I think I remember not necessarily liking the consistency of this product either. Anyway, I'm going with this Tan Deep one now. It definitely reminds me of the color corrector from Becca. I'm wondering if it can give the same vibe of the Becca color corrector. I'm gonna just go ahead and stick it underneath here because tomorrow when I do it, I will put this on before I put that on. Hopefully, of course. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead on with it and see how that goes. I'm hoping it will help with the dark circles underneath my eyes in the morning. So we'll see, girl. I'm patting it down lightly and just trying to get a feel for it underneath the eye. It looks really shiny and dewy, just like the Becca one too. So definitely give me vibes of Becca. Because when I first saw it, all I thought I was like, oh, so that y'all duping stuff that don't exist anymore. At least you like, you know, with your dupes, it's like the stuff that doesn't exist anymore. So I don't have to worry about, you know, like compare. Like I can just go buy this knowing I have an alternative. Even though the Becca one does still exist, because if you all remember, Smashbox has the Smashbox Loves Becca stuff. Basically, their popular stuff they just kept. So yeah, but they can still make money off it. So as you can see, I look nice and glowing underneath the eyes and crazy, honey. So I'm gonna take the clean side of the sponge and go on this side and just kind of go around or whatever. I feel like this primer, this gripping primer, is kind of like make my pores look kind of big. But I'm gonna just turn it to this side because this was the side that foundation was on. So just dab that in. So it doesn't look as bright now, but you know, it looks cute or whatever. Now we're gonna go into the new foundation. So I have the shade 500W. So it's deep 500W in this one, and I'm gonna take my 2 pumps for this one because I'm definitely gonna need 2 pumps with this because I'm doing more surface on my face. And since this is a CC, I feel like it's just not gonna, you know, do the whole coverage thing the same. Yeah, see, I feel like this color works a little bit better for me than the one I have, which probably played into me not liking it too much. But I really think it's just the consistency. Like the consistency, when I blend it on, when I just put it on, I do not like. And it's rare that I don't like the consistency of the foundation. But I don't know, it's just something about the original one. I'm just not a fan of consistency. The consistency on this one feels a lot better than that one, if anyone cares. I got my 2 little pumps, so I'm going to put those 2 little pumps on the bottom of the sponge. So I'm going to do the bottom of my face with the Hydro Concealer down here. I mean the Hydro Foundation at the bottom. And then for the original side, we're going to use the back part. And then for my under eyes, of course, I'll just use the front for blending out where we need to. So I'm taking this It Cosmetics brush, funny enough, to use it on the Hydrating Camo version of this e.l.f. one. This was just the one that was close to the shape of the Real Techniques brush, so that's why I picked it. I wasn't trying to like throw shade or anything like that. It's just the shape of the top of this one is really similar to the shape of the top of the Real Techniques ones, and that's what I needed to get it done. So that's what I'm doing. But she was not trying to be shady. She was not. So here's what the difference is. I feel like this one looks a little bit smoother, but I feel like they're both definitely not giving as much coverage as I like. And mind you, we put like 2 pumps on both sides. So that's why I made sure I pulled the foundation powder out for use with this product. Because it's like, I know products like this don't give me, you know, like what I personally like and need. So I'm like, because I know they don't, I just wanted to make sure I add other things that will give me what I need. Because it's like, I like testing out complexion products for you all, but I know every complexion product I don't necessarily love, but I know what I need to do to make it work for me, if that makes sense. So we're gonna turn it on this side now and just do this. I would have used a different sponge, but it's like I just washed the sponge that I used from the day before. Because I'm telling y'all, literally every day when I get off work this week, I have to come film a complexion video. So this is day, I think 2 or is it day 3? I think this is day 2 of complexion. because I had to do the Prada versus Tom Ford one finally that I had promised you all yesterday. And then today I'm doing this one, and then I think it's Thursday or Friday I have to do the Makeup Forever, the old Makeup Forever versus the new one. So basically the original one they came out with a couple of years ago versus the hydrating one. So I have these two precision brushes from Sigma. This is a P80, the flat top, and then a P82, the round top. And I'm going to use these two to blend them out for the liquid blushes. So let's get into it. So I'll put the Juvia's Place on the original side, and then I'll put the new e.l.f. one on this side. So I'm literally just use like one dot, because y'all know these they don't be playing with. I heard the glowy ones are really nice, and she was saying they were really nice. So I'm kind of just like, do I need to investigate? Do I need to find out? Wait, you know what? I want to kind of set some of my face first. Like I probably won't set underneath the eyes, but I want to set like the bottom part and put some bronzer on. So let me go do that, and then I'll come back and do that part with you. But oh no, I didn't do the concealer, sorry. See y'all, I was so excited about trying these two blushes out, I forgot to put on concealer, y'all. So I have the shade Deep Olive. I'll just pop that under here, try to use as much e.l.f. as I can, honey, because I'll be loving me some e.l.f., especially in this economy. I feel like everybody should be in love with e.l.f. right now, because they give you all the deals. Like some of the other drugstore brands are giving good dupes. I guess they seeing like e.l.f. success, and they like, we finna try it too type thing, or what? I don't know. I'm gonna take the front. Well, no, I can actually take, I guess I can take the front. Yeah, I'm gonna take the front and blend, because this is where the new one is. And remember, like all in the middle of the face is the new one, not the old one. That's why I did it, so that way when I went to go blend, I wouldn't have to worry about it, because I knew I didn't have like two separate sponges, if you will. But I knew I wanted to get this done, so I'm like, we're just gonna do it like this, you know. So that's pretty much blended out. Let me get the brush and start blending this down a little bit and hooking that up, because you definitely need to do that. And I guess I just use the other side of the sponge to like blend out this side. I prefer to use two brushes, but I forgot to, like y'all, since I've been doing this every day and doing two different things on every side, it's like I have to do lots of brushes. And I usually have a decent amount of like eye brushes, but like when it comes to face brushes I don't, so I'm gonna have to take this P86 to blend the concealer out on the original side, just so I can have a brush to blend out my concealer with, because again, that's my preferred method. But I don't know, excuse me, my goodness. I feel like this one isn't blending as well, and you can still see a lot of darkness underneath my eyes with the original, but it could be because I didn't start out with it like I should have, and I put it on after the fact. That might be what's going on. But yeah, that works. So we're gonna take this part right here for the original side, since that's what we blended it with, and blend this out. And I'm gonna just flip it over real quick. This works. So this is what we're working with so far. So as you can see, the hydrating side is doing more hydration, of course, and then the original side is just looking a little bit more, I guess, matte, if you will, because this looks more like a satin situation. This looks like a natural like finish vibe in my personal opinion. But now I'm gonna take the LA Girl powder here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the sponge from one side, and then I'm going to take this puff for the other side. So I'm going to take the puff for the new side, since I have more ground to cover on the face with this, because you have to remember I have to go down the middle of my face and like other areas of my face with this. And I've really been enjoying this powder because it's blurring. The only downside is because it's not mattifying. Like my face looks oilier throughout the night, even though I use my setting powder. So I'm thinking like maybe I should just use this as a blurring powder and using like a mattifying primer to still get the blurred effect I want without having to worry about, you know, the mattifying of it all. I mean the oiliness of it all, because, you know, putting too many blurry products on and then you have oily skin, you still have to worry about the, you know, oily skin or whatever. So That's why I'm like, I think I want to just focus more on blurring toward the end with the powder, since I have a lot of new blurring powders come in, as opposed to trying to worry about, you know, blurring from start to like halfway finished with the powder, and just blur with the powder and not a setting, and not a primer, if that makes any sense. So I'm gonna use this puff for the other eye. I just hate when they have these little nets in it, because it seems like it takes forever to get product out, and I feel like I've been sitting here forever just pressing and I hardly got anything out, but you know. This is how we're looking. Put a little bit more powder on. So this is what our face is looking like so far. I'm going to set with the other powder I showed you from Essence, and then I'll come back and we'll get into these liquid blushes, because I want to put some bronzer on too, and I don't want you to sit and wait through all that. Okay, y'all, I set my face with the Essence powder, and I have bronzed my cheeks. I used the L'Oreal Roomy Bronzer. They still sell it at Walmart. I don't know about anywhere else, but I know they still sell it at Walmart, so that's why I figured it was okay to use it. So I'm going to start off with the Juvia's Place one. On this side, it's in the shade Barbie Rose. Angie's, like I said, has really been talking about how good it is, and she's talking about buying more colors. So I'm like, maybe I should try it. I'm trying to wait for it to come to Ulta though. Like, I'm not trying to buy it at their website unless it's still, unless the glow thing drops on their website first and then drops at Ulta, then I'll end up probably grabbing one just because I'm there. It's there, everyone's there. But let's put this one dot and pray I don't end up looking crazy like I did in the original video. If you saw, then you know I looked a mess. But let's blend this on out. Okay, so I didn't do too bad this time. I didn't go crazy and make myself look crazy, you know. That's good, because that one dot is doing a whole lot. But you know, I'm here for it. It's cute. And I'm going to set it with Always Fiery from who do you call him, Elf Cosmetics. You think I remember since we've been using so much of theirs, but when you have to do stuff at 4 in the morning after you worked all day, like, you be forgetting stuff. Okay, I'm sorry. And you see I'm still blending and it's still going. But I love this shade. I think it's gorgeous. And it was the closest one I had to the Elf shade I had, so I was like, we're gonna have to work with it. So that's it. I'm gonna take this brush here and just put Always Fiery on so we can set this over here and move on to the other side. And I'm going to use the LA Girl setting spray when we get to the end. But yeah, so let's set it with Always Fiery. I can't wait to do the weird stuff on these tomorrow, because I'm like, I feel like it's like super pigmented. I'm gonna be doing like way too much, but I'm gonna think I'm cute. I'm gonna try to do some cute little Valentine's Day makeup. I don't know, we'll see. I know I got those lipsticks from Charlotte's Tilbury from the Valentine's Day collection that I need to put on, so I might do a cute little lip swatch video here real quick. Oh yeah, y'all, that is so pigmented. Good lord. Okay, now we're gonna move into the Elf one in Gorge Orange. Now with this one you can put more on because it's like the Ariana Grande, not the Ariana Grande, the Selena Gomez one from Rare Beauty, like where you can pack it on. Like I can put all that on and I'll be fine. But let me have tried that with Juvia's Place, I would still be blending now. So I switched over to the flat top when it comes to the Elf one, and as you can see, like it's blending out so much easier. And it's not nearly as looking as crazy and as pigmented with all that I put on. And as I blend, it just kind of shears out even more and more. So this is definitely on the safer route if you're like into cream blush, but you are kind of heavy-handed like myself and put too much on. This one I definitely think will be more forgiving than the Juvia's Place one. If you put the Juvia's Place one on the way you put this one on, like your whole face is just gonna be blush. It's just gonna be blush. Like don't try it at home. So I have this brush to use with Always Fiery for this side of the face. So I hope I do a better job on placement tomorrow than I did today, because right now, honey, we look crazy. We just look crazy. Yeah, I was way off on blush placement, but it's okay, you know. we're just gonna blend this together. We're gonna play it off. We're gonna make it work. We're just gonna, you know. And then I have Molten Gold from Maybelline, a classic when it comes to drugstore like highlighters that I felt like I wanted to use today. So that's what we're gonna use. And I'm gonna just take my foundation brush and, like, you know, I'm not brush but sponge, and like calm down this blush since I brought it down a little too low compared to the other side. As you can see, this is much lower than the other side. Can you tell I don't use cream blush that often? Because this is like way too low compared to the other side. So let me just do that real quick. Not going as easily as I thought it would, but she's still going though. She's leaving. She's just not leaving in as much of a timely fashion as I was hoping. Yeah, but see, like we cleared that up easily. Like with the Juvia's place one, I feel like it's gonna be a little bit harder because I feel like it's a little lower than I wanted, but like, you know, to me it's a little more acceptable being a little lower because I know how difficult it is. Oh, okay, it's moving pretty easily as well. So I'm trying to move it up just a little bit higher, just a little bit higher. So I can get the mirror now where y'all can see, but yeah, that's working a little bit better. Get my powder brush and just kind of like blend into this real quick. Okay, yeah, so I'm liking that. So now I'm going to take my Sigma F03 brush. This is one of my favorite highlighter brushes to use, and we're going to go in with some highlighter. So I'm going to just flip it from side to side depending on where I'm putting the product. I'm going to start off with the back side because, as you can see, there's no name on the back anyway. So I'll start with the back side for this side since I have little to use, and then I'll use the front side for all the rest of my face where I use the new foundation. Well, yeah, this is easily one of my all-time favorite highlighter brushes. Look how nicely it just picks up that product and the gorgeous glow I'm getting. Look at that. Yes, yes, Maybelline come through. I don't think I own any e.l.f. highlighters, which is why I chose to use the Maybelline one. Plus, she's just a drugstore classic that, you know, I feel like I should pull out every once in a while to use. Look at how gorgeous it looks on top of the orange. Like, yes, honey, e.l.f. is giving us love. Yes, e.l.f. is giving us this blush fantasy, and I'm here for it. So is Juvia's Place. I kind of want to use these liquid ones more now, but it's like I feel like there would be something I have to use on the weekend because during the week I can't, you know, be out here trying to use all that just because, you know, I just can't be doing it. So pretty much the finished face. I don't think I have a lip for you on today's video because I want to do a quick little like reel where I try on both of the lip palettes from Charlotte Tilbury. So that's why I'm not going to put a lip on here, but I will spray my face with you all using the setting spray like I promised, and then I will go do my cute little reel and talk to you later. Okay, so this is what we're working with. Remember, this is the old product with the Juvia's Place blush, and this is all the new products with the e.l.f. liquid blush. I want to get the lighter pink shade now, having used this, because I think it's gorgeous and it definitely be more affordable than the ones from Rare Beauty. But I'll talk to y'all later. Okay, girl? Okay. So I've returned, y'all, after a long day of wear at work. This Valentine's Day was pretty busy at my job. It wasn't as busy as it's been in past years, but it was busy enough. So I put on the Clay Depot lip from the last video since I didn't get to wear it all day, since I knew I was going to do a Valentine's Day look. So this is what we're working with. I'm thinking she's looking real cute. I'm definitely here for it. It wore quite well. I have eaten a couple of times, and as you can still see, it's still on the lip. So I definitely think it's worth its price point just because it stays on and looks amazing. I know, right? We in a drugstore video talking about an expensive lipstick, but I wanted to wear it and get it a review up for you all in a timely fashion. So that's why I just ended up putting it in this video, because like I said, it went with my eyes. By the way, what is on my eyes is the Cosmic Brushes Gothic palette. So that's what I put on the eyes today. I think it looks quite nice. I'm here for it. It's a vibe. She's looking real cute. But now let's finally get into the face. So if you all remember, this is the original CC cream from e.l.f. on this side of my face, and then I have the Juvia's Place blush with the e.l.f. primer infused, always fiery blush on top. So that's what this side's looking like. And then this side is the new foundation with the e.l.f. liquid camel blush, and the Always Fiery blush on this side. Now, I feel like the one from Juvia's Place lasted a lot better, but it was more pigmented to start off with, so I feel like that's the case. Aside from the fact that since I used a more powdery, since I didn't use a mattifying powder, I used a more blurring powder. That's why my face is looking quite oily on this side versus on this side. But I think this one's supposed to, since it's normal formula instead of hydrating, I feel like it's lasted a little bit better. But I like the look of this side better as far as the skin goes, but it could just be because of the color of the foundation I got on this side is off. If you remember, I have 510 deep, I have deep 510 cool, and this side is 500 deep warm. But I didn't get warm on this side originally because I didn't know if it was going to give that gray undercast that the It Cosmetics one does, since it was copying off It Cosmetics. I know It Cosmetics has a you know, gray undertone when it comes to theirs because of the SPF, but I don't feel like this is giving too much of a gray undertone, and if it is, I would blame it on the fact that I got a cool tone when I should have a warm tone. So I personally am feeling the new side better, but I feel like I would need to use a mattifying primer. I mean, a mattifying powder just to help with the oil situation here, because I used that oil controlling setting spray, but I feel like since I didn't press it into the skin the way I normally do and do a second layer, it probably didn't do as well as it could have. Those are just my personal thoughts, and again, because the powder isn't mattifying, I could play into this, because I feel like if I put a mattifying powder on, and I feel like it looked a lot better when we did the demo of it on its own, then I feel like it might do a little bit better. But those are just my thoughts on it. So I like the new one better than this one. It's not because of the color, it's just I like the formula of this one better than I like the formula of the original. So those are my thoughts on what's going on with my face. I like the Juvia's Place blush more just because it's more pigmented, and I feel like they have nicer, I guess, more unique colors for people my skin tone. Like the pink, I feel like the pink in theirs might work better than the pink in the e.l.f. one. I have not tried it though. I just like the fact that they're more pigmented, so I feel like they last longer throughout the day. I feel like the e.l.f. one is barely there, but it's because I put the primer infused blush on top of it to help you still see some color. I feel like if I hadn't, you wouldn't have. If you all saw my first review on this comparing it to the Rare Beauty, then you know what I'm talking about. But those are my thoughts on how I feel about all the products. So you can comment down below and tell me what you think of this review and which side of my face you prefer. But I'm saying the new one wins, and that's the one I definitely will be using. When my cousins come to town, I might actually end up giving this one away and then buy my right shade during like the 40% off sale on e.l.f. or something like that, because I need to just keep certain things in my collection for videos and whatnot. But this color isn't necessarily the perfect color for me. So those are my thoughts on all these products. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye.